What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Resident Horror. I'm glad you can join me for another video. Now, today we are talking about a film that I watched called El Conde on Netflix. Its runtime is 1 hour and 50 minutes. It features Dolby Vision and also Dolby Atmos for you audiophile and visual fans out there. And before we get into it, be sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Now, the reason I wanted to bring this film to you guys is because I like things that have Dracula involved, vampires and werewolves. But this one in particular focuses on, the vampire Dracula. This story is about a Dracula who has been living for 250 years. He's getting tired of living now because he wanted to be known as a man of renown. He wanted to be respected. He wanted, to be a legend outside of his vampire type life. He wanted to be a legend in the character that he embodied. So he would go from place to place, building new lives, and he decided to stay in a particular area and build a life there. But, he did many things to gain power and wealth. And his image was tarnished along the way. So he went away in shame, and that's just killing him, killing him that he has to live outside of society. That character that he has built up, he has to live outside of society as if he's poor, no servants. Well, only one servant, but you'll watch the movie and you'll know who that servant is. But aside from that, he also has his wife as well and children. Now, he's at this particular place now, contemplating, waiting to wither away because he's not drinking blood, he's not eating hearts because he wants to wither away. And the wife kind of wants him to stay around because she has plans of grandeur where she wants to go to another place, rebuild from scratch and start all over again. He wants none of that. Now, the children gets word that their father is dying, and so they come to the place where he's staying now, hoping to divvy up all the money that, the father has, if he does have any left. So they're there, the wife is there, and you also have the servant there as well. Now, this creates an environment that has dark comedy as well because they're going bickering back and forth between each other, trying to find out if their father has any money, and they really low-key want him to pass away so they can get the money. And the satire is, he's a vampire, he's Dracula, and they'll never get the money if he lives forever. So just let your mind go where they're going to go with that little side story. Now, besides all of that, you have a nun, a beautiful young woman that the church gives a mission to vanquish Dracula. So now she enters the picture. You also, no spoilers, you'll find out later on how she was able to get word of all of this going on, where he was living and so forth. But she shows up. So another dynamic comes on now where Dracula now sees this young woman. He now falls in love with this woman who he knows wants to destroy him, but he is so in love with her. And the story with that goes on within that. So it's a little love story as well. It is jealousy, envy, and conniving about money. It is about power. And it's about, living with frustration and is it really worth living forever if you're not happy? It takes all of that and puts it into a nice little tale, a wonderful Dracula tale. So I can't really go into it any more than that without ruining it, so we're going to leave it at that. But know that it is a very good story. I really enjoyed it. Now, the cinematography is bar none. The shots are beautiful. Wide spanning shots when Dracula is flying around. It's mostly in black and white, but it's very majestic and engrossing. It feels inviting, and it also feels scary at the same time. So you will be in awe with the cinematography. Great shots of the outside of the city, great shots of the mansion or the little barn type area in which they're living. Fantastic shots. Nothing short of amazing when it comes to the cinematography in this. And the sound in this is also very good. It is precise. Now, it's not an action movie, so it's not going to have things flying all around you, but when sound is needed, it is applied properly. Example, when Dracula enters somewhere, in particular scenes, you have the subwoofer rumbling, signifying that this is a powerful being coming in. Although he is frail in this, because he's dealing with, aging, he doesn't want to reverse the process because he wants to get out of this earthly plane. But they use the subwoofer to create this fear that, yeah, power is here. So they do a good job with the sound. I thought it was utilized very well. The actors as well in this film did a wonderful job. I want to do an honorary mention to Dracula, played by Jamie Vandell. Man, he did a wonderful job. No shade to anybody else in the film. Everybody played their role fine, but for the sake of the video, I just like to do the honorable mention when somebody's just head and heels above. But everybody held their role down. His wife, his children, the nun, the servant, everybody did such a good job with the acting. Now, let's go with blood and gore. How bloody is this? Because we're dealing with the Dracula movie, so I have to let you know that. This is very gory, as it should be. You're going to see a lot of kills as far as biting into the neck, people getting cut open, them taking hearts out, them blending up their hearts and drinking it. But it is in black and white, so I think they purposely did that so it wouldn't be so jarring to the audience. So it was tasteful in the sense that it is a Dracula film. So very well done in that regard. El Conde was good. It was a great story. It looked good. It was engrossing. Good sound. A good Dracula tale to add to your Dracula library if you're a fan of Dracula movies or vampire movies in general. This is definitely something to add and something I will buy if it becomes available on 4K. I really enjoyed the film. It was chill, relaxing, good tale. So as you can tell, I recommend it. It gets the Resident Horror stamp of approval. I hope you guys check it out, watch it, leave it in the comments. Tell me what you feel about this film. And I will see you on the next video. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button and that notification bell. It helps to get this channel out of the bottom of YouTube. And you know what to do. Stay magical.